Hey guys. God. How are you guys doing today on this fine Saturday? I don't expect a whole lot of people to get on, and that's okay. I'm just cleaning. Oh my gosh. So these are the gloves I use for cleaning, and they're small. I have small hands, but for whatever reason, they're almost too small for me. I'm like, what the heck? Anyway, hope things are going well for y'all out there. Things are going over here. So today, I'm gonna be cleaning up Miss Olivia back here because these, one, two, three of these screens have been on here for a month, and that is just not acceptable. So, but I mean, that's also how slow I've kind of been for October. So that's okay. Um, yeah, but I need to get it cleaned up because I'm just like, yeah, it's just driving me nuts. I'm gonna clean everything down here because I've just been throwing stuff lately, so I just need to like get it all cleaned up. So it's basically just like me resetting, just starting over. So something I got to kind of help me out. I want to try these because I don't know, just did. So I've heard of these super cleanup cards from Nevertheless Screen Printing. I actually got them on Amazon, um, and they're really affordable. I mean, this box of 500 was like $24, I think. So yeah, I was kind of just looking for something because I already spent so much time doing the whole cleaning up or whatever. I just don't. I want to make it like easy for me. That's what I'm looking to do. So I figured I'd try something disposable. And since it wasn't that much money, thought I'd give it a shot. So this is what they look like. They're really, really pretty hard. So I think they'll work perfect. And they have the pro tip there to curve it so that it works better. So that's what I'm going to try to clean up these screens with today. Because I don't actually have that many like knives or whatever you call those. I don't have that many. So I just don't. I figured I'd try this. But I hope things are going well for you guys. I've had a wild, wild week. It hasn't been busy. It's just I messed up on something and I took that kind of hard. 'Cause I just don't like to mess up. And I'm like nervous because I don't know if I lost this guy over this. But I'm hoping I didn't. I'm hoping I didn't. I mean, I fixed the problem, but yeah. So we'll see. We will see what happens. But I got to get ready for this job over here. It's like 8 boxes of stuff. That's the most recent big order I got. Let me see which one was anything. But yeah, that's the next one I got to do, and that one is definitely due. So that is my next thing. That's the two color front, white and green with the underbase because they're on black. Not excited about the underbase thing, but I took the order. I like a challenge, so that's why I'm doing it. And they like me, and I'm hoping since they're a big organization, I can like, since I like them, I can maybe hit some other ones, and maybe just take care of their whole Midwest sector. That would be really cool. So yeah, but let me tell you about this order request I got today at 1:30ish, 2, somewhere in there. Um, I've had a guy call me. He's friends with me on Facebook, and I know he does a little bit of printing, but it's not screen printing. He does like transfers and stuff like that. Um, so he called me on Facebook Messenger, which I don't ever answer those, but I thought it was odd because it was him, and we don't talk like that. And I was kind of like, why is he calling me? But something in me was like, just answer it. It's Saturday. I'm closed. Just do it. We'll see. There's got to be a reason. And so I get on the phone with him, and he's like, I got this order request for you for somebody else. He's like, this person called me. I can't do it. Like, there's no way I can do it. So I thought I'd call you and see if you could do it. I'm like, oh, shit, what is it? Like, I'm like, this doesn't sound, it sounds good, but like kind of not. Just from the tone of his voice. And so I was like, well, what is it they're looking for or whatever? He said it's a person who wants 300 t-shirts by tomorrow morning. And I was like, oh, oh, on a Saturday? I was like, and like he could tell by he's like, yeah, I know it's a lot. He's like, I can't do it, but I figured, you do screen printing. He's like, maybe you could do it. And I was like, I have no way to get 300 t-shirts. I mean, there's just no way I can get 300 t-shirts right now on a Saturday. There's just no way. I was like, my distributors are closed. You know about that. They're not open on the weekends. And I'm in Omaha. There's nowhere like, we don't have anything or a place where you can go buy blanks besides like Michael's, or Hobby Lobby where it's going to be retail pretty much. So it's like, I don't know. But he said the person that wanted it said money wasn't a factor. They pay whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll entertain that, I think. So I told him to give her my number, so I give me a call, just so I can just see, because he didn't know everything. And so she gives me a call about 10 minutes later. She says, hey, yes, I'm sorry, this is last minute. I'm with a political party for Dan Osborne. He's going for senator or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, now this is starting to make a little sense. But, in my head, I was like, why did you wait until tomorrow morning? He has a rally tomorrow and a couple of places around here. And so she's like, yeah, I need 300 t-shirts and 50 hoodies. And I was like, wait, hoodies? Like, that's not what he told me. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, so what are we getting on it? I was like, because the only thing I could even remotely entertain, and this is if you have the shirts already, because I told her, I was like, I can't get them. Like, you would have to get them to me, because I'm not going through that. I can't even go through that. And she was like, oh, we don't have the shirts. We'd have to go to, Michael's or something or Walmart. I was like, okay. I mean, all right. But she said it's a one color design. I mean, it would be an easy job. Really would. It'd be super, super easy. So it's like a one color front, white chest, text. That's it. I was like, well, if you can get the shirts, yeah, I'll do it. Of course, I'm gonna charge very much for that. But because that's like burning my whole Saturday, right? And she's like, yeah. Well, let me call the guy and see what they want to do. I was like, okay, all right. So that was at two o'clock ish, 2:15. It's 5, and I told her, I said, if you do get them shirts, like I need them as early as you can, because I mean that's not gonna be like a fast thing. She's thinking that I was gonna do like heat press. I'm like, no, it's not even possible. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen. But I have a screen ready if she does come back with like, oh well, let's just do 100, or I can only do this, let's do that. Then I'm like, okay, but I don't. She's not getting 300, but she seems determined. So I was like, well, maybe she might know somebody or a place that I don't know about. So that's my life with that today. I had another customer reach out to me today, so I need to figure out something because I'm like, here lately, people have been hitting me on Saturdays. I don't like it. I'm just like, I don't know how y'all think I'm open 7 days a week. I don't know. Let's see if I can. Oh, get that. Yes. Well, these cars are kind of cool. I dig it. That was it. So yeah, Monday I'm going to be starting this job because this is going to take me probably 3 days to do this job over here. And if she gets this, then I'll have to do that. I got a screen that's ready to burn. That screen was for them, but whatever. Yeah, that's okay. I'm thinking like most of the reason I took it was because there's this conveyor jar I found because I'm still on the hunt for that, and I found a really nice one that's 2 hours away from me, two and a half, and I want it, and it's in beautiful condition. It looks brand new, and the lady says she wants 1,200 for it, and I'm like, all right, that sounds cool. I can do that. Let's see. I think that was really it. No, I think this one needs. Did I get this? Oh, okay, I guess I did already. Well, who do I want to start with first? Guess I'll start with this one. So yeah, um, I'm not sure what to do about that, or if I should just accept the fact that people are going to call me anyway. I don't know, but it's kind of annoying. Like as far as like trying to maintain that work life balance mentally, I really don't want people reaching out to me on the weekend. I can't grab it. There we go. So how are things going in your world? Whoever's out there watching. I've been going through a lot of personal things. It's been tough, but trying to hang in there. And that's kind of like what I'm trying to help myself out with too, is like making sure I know how to deal with my, schedule better so that I don't feel as overwhelmed all the time. Because man, I be feeling overwhelmed all the time, which is not helping. Bring those over here. So yeah, and this job is like, I don't know, I can't get it wrong over here. I mean, I feel mostly better about it because I was gonna do the white, like just two strings, but I actually just went ahead and printed out and just create the art where I could do a top white. Save myself the worry. It'll be longer, but that's okay. Rather it take longer than for me trying to get through it faster and it doesn't look good. So yeah. And then here lately I've been slow. This month, October was just super slow for me. Like it started off good for the most part. Like I got my regular guy. But yeah, it's just been slow. But I've been noticing here in the last 2 or 3 days, like my Facebook page has been getting a lot more views. Like usually I'll have like, oh, your page got like 2 views, or it's got 3 views, super low numbers. But here, literally in the last like 2 or 3 days, it's been like, your page has 23 views, your page has 18 views. I'm like, okay, the last time that happened, I got a lot of business. So they must be looking. It's the beginning of November, right? So uh they are looking. So that's why I'm like, I need to get going on getting some organization in here, cleaning up, because there is quite possibly some stuff coming. So, and they already hit me on the weekend. So, like, yeah, I've just been fighting my lack of motivation, but I know that's from having too much on my plate. So I ended up calling the agency here that I met. I met her at an event 2 weeks ago, and she basically helps businesses like me, like try to get organized. She takes some of the load off because that is definitely what I need right now at this point. I just need some help. I found a couple of VAs, but um, they have panned out. They keep being flaky, and I just don't like that. So I'm just like, nope. I want to. If I need something, I need you to be there. So I am still looking for somebody reliable and has experience. But I thought I'd try this lady, and I was like, look, I don't have like a ton of money yet, but I just need someone to help take some of this admin stuff off me. And we had a great chat. So on Monday, she's going to be giving me a proposal for her to do some stuff for me, like on a regular basis, so that I can do the thing that I like. Because I have not been feeling like very social lately, like the networking thing and all that. It's just taking a toll on me. And like I said, I'm dealing with personal things, so I'm just like talking to people is just not that high on my list right now. Just isn't. I made a mess of this screen. Jeez, really made a mess of this screen. It's the reason I tried out this new Bryonet. Oh, it's new to me. It's not new. The new tape that's like super thick, so I can come up on the sides because I get tired like cleaning the sides of this thing when on the long jobs where the ink starts flying, and then I'm dealing with static electricity too, which makes it fly even more. So I have to get a humidifier for that. I think if it gets too bad. But I just started running the heat in here, so I think that'll definitely make the static electricity worse. But in terms of like keeping it warm in here, I'm hoping that it'll be good for white. Specifically, I always struggle with white, so I don't care about the other colors. If I can get it to where I'm good there, then it's okay. Man, I got ink all over the print head. This has never happened before. Wow. And then I'm trying to think of what else. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep offering embroidery because the guy that I use here locally is really good, like really good, but he's backed up. And I know the guy that likes to order for me all the time, he likes to have his stuff like quick. And my embroidery contractor just told me yesterday that they're out to like 15 days now. And I'm just like, dude, that's a long wait. That's a long wait. So, but I'm not sure if I trust anybody else to do it like he does because he's so good at it, you know? Dang, I left this on here way too long. Way too long. But yeah, I finally got the auto attendant. That's been working. I gotta fix something with it because I had a friend call me. She's in the industry as well, and she was actually referring a rush job to me this week. And I said, "Hey, give me a call." And I had my auto attendant on, and I forgot. And she said, "Hey, some robot." I answered the thing, and I tried to press three, which for mine three is like it rings to my phone. And she said, I hit three and it just started repeating the menu. I was like, crap, I gotta fix that. So I don't know why it's doing that. It was working before because I tested it. Unless she accidentally hit two or something. I don't know. But it shouldn't have repeated. So I gotta look into that. But I actually love it. I love having it. And I think it's made me feel it's been helping me out with like not having to be by the phone all the time. Or if I just feel like, all right, look, I gotta do other stuff, let me just I don't have to worry about it, you know? Nice. Oh man. I can't wait for the day I can use a dip tank. I can't wait. So I'm trying to understand, or not understand, but trying to figure out what underbase or what screen I want to use for the underbase. I might have to buy a new screen for underbasing because I only have 156, or I'm sorry, 160 and 110s, and I'm not underbasing with a 110. I did that last time, and that print was entirely too thick on on those shirts. No, that can't happen. I had a 230. Actually, I had a 230. I was like, actually, it's right here, plenty. But maybe I'll try and underbase with 230 instead. And then I gotta figure out who to partner with because I told myself this last year that I wanted to do something like for the holidays, like coat drive or something like that. I think that would be cool. Get my name out there that way. Because I'm not really doing anything that's like giving back. I feel like I'm not really doing that. So that is a big thing everywhere, I'm sure. But here in Omaha, they're very much like they want to use companies that give to something. So I've been putting that off for like 2 years. I need to do something with it. Even the lady I talked to with this agency, she asked me if I had partnered with anybody on anything. I was like, no. You know, any things I got to worry about? Like, dude, I haven't had a chance to sit down and think about that at all. So, I've had a couple of marketing agencies ask, not ask, but we had, like, hey, we should get together and see what we can do. But uh, they're busy. I'm busy. You know how that goes, chasing each other. So, and I just don't play that game very well. Like, I don't chase long at all. So, and I don't know. Maybe that's a bad perspective. I don't know yet. We'll see. But okay. Well, that's mostly clean. I already messed this one up. I'm trying to decide. I got like 2 screens, 2 or 3. Well, actually, no. I got about 4 or 5 screens that need to be remeshed. And I don't know if I want to do that or just recycle them and just buy some new screens. Because I've heard with a couple of the major companies people like to suggest for that, that it's just a pain in the butt to just deal with this, shipping them out, whatever. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the like just buy new screens thing, or I guess I can learn how to do it myself. But I'm honestly not even remotely interested in that. I don't know how it's on there like that. What is that? I have no idea what that is. That's okay. That's one. Oh, I guess I need it. Oh, but yeah, I'm not gonna stay on it too long. I'm just gonna clean this and then get off here because I gotta. Uh, I'm gonna burn these screens today. 2 of them out of 3 anyway. Yes. I don't know. Part of me's kind of feeling like taking a break. I wish I could. I would love to. I think I need to. I have been overwhelmed for a long time, for real. I need a break. There's actually a organization here that I was talking to a lady. She said that they do this program to where, like, it's not like they give you an employee or whatever, but they give you somebody that's in the workforce or like, wanting to be in the workforce that wants some training or something like that. So you would basically get a free employee, but not really, and they would come in and work for you. So I was like, maybe I should do that. But then I was thinking like, who? Because I know this particular organization does that. They're blue collar, so it's like welding, construction, that kind of. I'm like, well, this is technically blue collar, but I honestly don't know like if those guys would have, they're trying to put them in with like if they were looking for a screen printing job, then yeah, but there's like no screen printing jobs around here that I can find. Just not that many to begin with. These shops. Okay. So as when you guys have messed up, for the ones that end up watching this, what do you do to say I'm sorry to your clients? What do you do? Because I was thinking of I got actually an extra pile of shirts right here. I was gonna print him 10 to 20 extra shirts just as a like, hey, sorry, I messed up. Here's some extra, of the things you ordered. But I don't know. Is there anything I can do besides that? No, no. I think that's pretty good. Who doesn't like free shirts? But I also kind of want it to be more personal to the guy instead of like, oh, here's some more shirts for your crew. Like, I want to give him something because he's the one that chose to use me. So maybe I'm overthinking it. Don't know. Maybe I'll ask Chat GPT. I've been loving Chat GPT lately here. I finally ended up buying the pro version or whatever and just kind of playing around with that. It's been cool. It's been cool. It's been cool. I like it. I gotta put some stuff together. I'm gonna use it to help me get some email signatures because I just started using what the hell is that program called? Uplead. I've been using Uplead. So this last week I've been in the free time I've had. I've been collecting information for not information but companies. I've been looking at companies around me. Wanted to get 100 companies and then find contacts for those companies that I would need to talk to. So I finally got that list done. Now I gotta go back through and then search for like the person I need to talk to. But I would totally recommend Uplead. It's great. Totally would recommend it if you need a lead program. Now it is $100 a month. Don't like that part, and that's why I like put it off so long because I was using it 2 years ago, but I cut it off because at that time I was not making enough money to justify spending $100 a month on it, and then I didn't know what I was doing anyway. So, but just wanted to see if I could make it work for me this time, and then that's something I could easily outsource to a VA or something. If I can find a reliable one that I trust. or this lady that I just talked to. So hoping to do that because it's November. I want to start this month good, and I got to get those emails out of here, and then I got to build a sequence of emails or drip for different things. That's something else I got to work on. I just have not had the headspace to do it, the energy to do it, and I'm trying to do everything else. I hate this tape so much, but it's better than the blue tape. Trying to think of what else I got going on here. I think I'm gonna drop a video here soon about doing the separations I did for this upcoming job in Adobe Illustrator because I know some people, or I know a couple of people that I think that could help that watch this channel. Because a lot of people use CorelDRAW or like, I think some people use Inkscape. I actually downloaded Inkscape and I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's just because I'm so invested in Adobe Illustrator already. I was like, I don't want to learn a whole nother program unless it's CorelDRAW. It's got to make sense, you know? And CorelDRAW is way more powerful than Inkscape. I am not going to be able to grab this. Okay, I'll wait on. Maybe I should wait on that. Yeah, I'll wait on. Okay. I mean, I have Inkscape, but I don't know. I don't even remember why I downloaded it. I downloaded because I was looking for something that you could use as a vector thing, like yourself, and somebody had suggested them to vectorize in there, and I was like, oh, that doesn't. I downloaded because they said it's easy, and so I looked, and I'm like, no, I would have to no. If I'm gonna do that, why don't I just learn how to do it in Adobe? I have Adobe. That doesn't make sense. So, but I thought I'd just try it out and look. Okay. I hate this part so much. Like, oh my gosh, I hate cleaning. Easily the worst part of this whole thing for me. And it sucks because I have a dip tank right there. I can't even use it. I don't know. I might sell that thing, to be honest. Because it could go to someone that could use it right now instead of just sitting in my corner. You know? I might just sell it. And then put that money I make off of it towards a conveyor dryer. Because that just makes more sense right now than a dip tank. I have a way to, work without one. But man, I'm telling you, not having conveyor dryer is killing me right now with these big jobs. All right. I need some topics for my YouTube channel because I want to be on here more. I just don't know what I can talk about that no one else has already talked about. And I tried asking ChatGPT, but it came up with some some weird stuff. And a lot of it, again, was already talked about. So I was like, no, I don't mind talking about other things people have talked about, but I don't want to just be repeating content. I need some ideas. Okay. I don't think I'm. Yeah, I just don't know what to talk about. I mean, you gotta understand. I had no intentions like up until like 4 years ago to even be on YouTube like that, and then I just started being live a year ago. So I've only been doing this a year. So I was like, I don't know, trying to figure it out. I finally did it, and I'm like, crap, now what? Crap, now what? I don't know. Sorry if this live seems like it's all over the place, but it's kind of a representation of my head right now. Things are all over the place. Okay. Okay. Man. Oh. If y'all got any upcoming orders, let me know. Or if you found something new that works for you, or any successes, I'd love to hear those too. Just drop them in the comments. I've actually been getting quite a few sign orders lately, so I might focus on that too. Got like four banner orders, 5. Just did some yard signs. So might put something out, as far as advertising for that. This lady I talked to was gonna put my name in for a school, and she was like, "Have you tried, working with schools?" And I was like, I thought about it. I have, I've done 2 schools now, and it was okay. I just don't know if I want to do that all the time. Like, as like a major part of my business, I don't know. Okay. I think that's mostly good there. Good enough. Oh, my arm is tired. This would be my workout for real today. It's clean. I did find this stuff that cleans ink and emulsion off the screen at the same time, but I don't know how. I try to stay with eco-friendly stuff because it can be strong, like chemically to smell. I don't like strong chemically smelling stuff, so I stick with the Ryonet Eco line for cleaning. But even then, still, if it's the space small enough, it can be strong still, a little bit. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. I'm probably gonna get off here. I gotta get this done. I haven't heard anything from this lady, so I don't think this is going to happen. Perhaps she has realized that. It'd be kind of crazy though if she calls me. She's like, I got like 150. I can handle that though. I mean, I can handle 300 too, but it's just the time frame. Like, I don't really want to be printing today. It's a Saturday. But money calls, and it'd be great. It's a hell of a rush order. And that's good money. On the weekend, too. On the weekend. What do you guys do to help you balance like work life? Like, what do you do when you start feeling like you're overwhelmed? And you're just like, man, I got too much on my plate. What do you do? How do you manage your stress? This is something to think about when, especially when you go full time, because, you know, when you're part time and you're doing this and you start to feel overwhelmed, it's easier to back off because then you can just like go to your job or just get a full time job or whatever, or just, you know, that kind of thing. But if you like dedicated and you're like, I don't want to get a job, what are you gonna do when you're at this transitional point, like I am, where you don't have employees, you need employees, you can't afford them, and you can't afford most like marketing agencies or anything like that. Just be thinking about that, because it's definitely not something I thought of. I kind of did, but I mean, you never know what something feels like until you're in it. So if you got family or your spouse or whatever, y'all gotta agree on like helping each other out. Or if you don't have family, some friends maybe, somebody you can call on to help you out. Hmm, that's got a chip right there. Fascinating. Because it is going to matter when you start getting them big orders and you realize you can't do it on your own. Either you better be outsourcing it or something. Don't be like me and try and do too much. It will not work and you will be burnt out. You will. Or having time, you know, having a way to deal with like family emergencies or anything like that. Life be happening, right? So you got to plan for that kind of stuff. What does your business look like when you can't show up fully? What does that mean for you? What does that mean for the business? What does that mean for your customers? Gotta think about that stuff. That is something I'm figuring out myself. So, okay. Or like even if you get sick, because I've thought about this too. Like if you get sick, which I've had like 3 times now, like what's your plan if you got jobs? You get sick, you can't do anything. Who's gonna do jobs? You don't have any, employees. And let's say this job is due in like 5 days, and if you absolutely are too sick or too whatever to do it, you gotta have a plan. You have a shop that you're partnering with that you can like, hey, I need you to rush this for me. I'm not able to do it. Like have that stuff lined up ahead of time. Have it lined up ahead of time. Dang, I can't even grab that side. Jeez. Uh, there we go. I think something I'm gonna do. Something else I've been thinking about lately too is another stream of income. Now I have thought about teaching, like my own classes, which I'd be more than willing to do. But at this moment in my life, things are too much for me to do that right now. Um, but I did create, and I used ChatGPT for it. I created a presentation of sorts about, well, should I say what it's about? I guess I could. It's about brand messaging. brand messaging across all your platforms and like how to be consistent in it. I made this presentation in like 3 hours. I think it might have been less than that, but I'm pretty sure it was about 3 hours. But I'm going to turn that into an ebook. I'm going to turn it into an ebook. I'm going to turn it into an ebook because I did it for a mastermind, a small mastermind event. And it was actually them. They were like, wow, that was so informational and all that. And they loved it and they found it to be helpful. And they're like, hey, you should turn that into an ebook. And I was like, you know what? Dang, you're right. Like, that'd be easy. That'd be easy. So, if I do, I may drop it on this channel. We'll see. But I was thinking about selling it. Because I don't have any, it's good to have multiple streams of income. You pretty much have to. And that's something I've really been thinking about. Like, what can I do right now that makes sense for me to do that wouldn't take too much time, and maybe can make me a little bit of extra money here and there. Or at least provide value to someone that I can give it to my clients or something. So that's my thought. And ebooks is pretty much one of the best things you can do. You can use that to, get leads, get emails, build an email list. So that's pretty much kind of what I've been thinking about because, yes, I'm using Uplead right now, but I also want to be getting, I gotta get those. I'll get that later. So I need to be getting emails from, my website, where they sign up for stuff or whatever. I haven't been doing good on that part. I've never been really good at that. Most of the contacts I get or whatever is like people coming through the quote form, people referring them to me, or something like that. But like, I would love to be getting an email list through my website. So that's something that I think I'm going to use to do that. Because I have like the little pop up that says, hey, sign up to be on the mailing list or whatever. But there's no incentive. They don't get anything. So that's why I'm like, I think I'm going to put that ebook in there as an incentive and get some emails that way. So that is definitely something to do. And then starting next week, I'm going to be running a special. I gotta do it. Just to help me pick up some extra orders. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it in my world, y'all. Just trying to navigate everything. And wait for stuff to kind of calm down. Figure out what direction I want to go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna clean because that one's staying up there since I gotta print some more. But after I clean this, I'm gonna get off here. I want you guys to have a great Saturday. I don't know how it is over there, but it's getting cold over here. I kicked the heat on for the first time today. I fought it for so long. Like, I don't want it. No, I'm not ready. But it's finally that kind of temperature outside where it's like, okay, gotta kick the heat on. I gotta do it. So, it's been raining and dreary over here. But if you have any topics that you want me to talk about, or you want to know anything about me, my history in terms of like, how I started this business, maybe that's something I could talk about. I don't think I've done that, have I? I said I was going to do that. I think in my very first video that I was going to talk about like kind of how I got here. And I have not done that. I just remembered that. Crap. Well, there's one I can do. But if you have any other ideas, drop them in the comments. I would love to hear them. I'm open to pretty much anything. And I will see what I can do. See, these just don't want to come off. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm actually going to do this now. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm pretty much done. It always still comes through with gloves on. What the heck? All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm going to get this done. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll be dropping a video at some point about how I separated. I'll try to how I separated the artwork and create those steps and print them out for this job, this 2-color job I'm doing with the underbase. All right. Until then, I'll see you guys later. See ya. See ya.